Welcome! In this series, you will get to renovate the deck of an Ajard 340 with me. The deck of the boat is in a sorry state, and has been so for the 4 years that I have owned it. The boat was very reasonably priced for a high-quality vessel, but needed many upgrades, including electricals, sails, heating, and a new deck. I got some quotes for replacing the deck with a new Teak deck in Sweden, and the quotes came in at 25 to 30,000 euros, which is steep, at least for my sailing budget. And then last summer, I saw what looked like a brand new Teak deck on a boat about the same age as mine and started talking to the captain of the vessel. It turned out he had just renovated the deck. It was not new at all. So I thought, how hard could it be? And worst case is that it does not turn out as good as I wanted, but I am pretty sure it will get better than it is now. So let's give it a try. I am not a video producer and I have never uploaded anything to YouTube, so bear with me and have a look if you are interested in doing something similar. I sure would have liked to have seen a series like this before starting this project. And also, I am a sailor, but not a boat builder. So I am sure I will make many mistakes, and there are almost certainly better ways to do some things than you will see here. Feel free to comment for future reference if you have better ideas. So let's start, instead of yammering on. Here you can see me fitting a 10mm drill bit to the somewhat crappy drill. I guess salty conditions hasn't made it any better. I have to remember to bring a decent one from home next time. Oops! Have to put the glasses on. I can't really see anything closer than 1 meter anymore. Comes with age, I guess. I noticed almost immediately that I had to be very exact in finding the center of the Teak plug with a drill bit that is the same size as the hole. It is hitting the screw before any real amount of wood is removed. The small hole from the guide of the wood drill bit did, however, give an opening I can fit a screwdriver through and get a bite on the screw. It does, however, require quite a lot of force on the screwdriver to be able to get the screws to move. This is not the way to go. Considering the amount of screws and my huffing and puffing, it will simply be too labor-intensive and take too much time. I do, however, want to get some screws out of the deck to still my curiosity. If I could widen the small hole somehow to be able to reach the screw. Well, this is clearly not the way to do it. And now I have small sharp bits of knife blade in the wood. Great. But the closest tool at hand surprisingly often seems like a good idea before you actually stop and think about it for a second. The idea is correct, but the execution is not. The flat screwdriver seems to fit the Phillips screw perfectly. Maybe that is easier to get through the hole and get a bite on the screw. Yes! That actually worked much better. Now to try a few more to prove the concept. I still have to be very exact when positioning the drill. Considering my fiddling about, the concept is better, but still far from perfect and time efficient. And it still requires a lot of effort to get the screwdriver to bite. Maybe a smaller drill bit will result in a better hole for the screwdriver. It will not remove the plug, but the remnants of the plugs seem to be removed by the screw anyway. So let's try and see what happens. This is a 6mm drill bit, 4mm smaller than the plug. That removed some material and gave a much better hole for the screwdriver. I think the guide for the smaller drills is not as long, and that will allow the drill bit to go further down, removing more material. Let's try one more. Here it is pretty clear that the hole is much smaller than the plug. Maybe it is still hard to see on camera, but I can easily get the screwdriver in there, and the plug gets pushed up by the screw. One step closer to a process that will work. Great camera work, covering half the shot with my hand. Now let's do some more and complete this row of screws. You can see that it is much easier to center the drill when there is some leeway, pardon the pun, in the positioning, due to the fact that the drill bit is much smaller than the plug, and the 6 holes get drilled without effort. The amount of screws needs a method that does not require full focus all the time, or a screw-up, pardon the pun, is pretty much inevitable, at least for me. I need a process that allows me to relax and listen to a good book while I let my hands work. This seems to work fine without using the screwdriver at all on most screws. The more stubborn ones do, however, still need some convincing. I realise a little later that the pre-screwing with a manual screwdriver isn't needed at all. Instead, I go directly for the cordless driver. Some screws still need a little convincing, but 95% of them come out effortlessly with the power tools. This is the method I have settled for. A cordless drill with a 6mm wood drill bit to create a hole for the cordless driver to fit its bit through. Then the plug comes out with the screw when pressure is applied from below. The walls of the holes look fantastic and ready for new plugs later. Some of the holes will need to be a bit deeper and therefore will need drilling out, otherwise they would be usable as is. So now to the elephant in the room. Why are you removing the screws from your deck? Let me answer that right away. On some areas, the deck has become so worn that the plugs have already vanished, and you can see the screw heads. In order to be able to sand the deck down a millimetre or two and still fit a plug in the hole, the screw needs to go. The plan is to drop some resin down the hole to make it watertight and then punch a new plug in there. And don't worry about the deck not being screwed down anymore. The screws were just there to hold the deck planks down while the adhesive that also holds the deck down dried, back in 1989 when this boat was constructed. Nowadays, the deck would likely have gotten vacuum bagged instead to eliminate the need for screws. But that method was not used in boat building 35 years ago. Let's speed things up and see if the process works on a larger area.
Waves on Teak and morning light. Sunrise glints on a salt-worn deck. 1,200 screws waiting for my hand. Rust and grit in every single neck. I loosen dreams stranded by the sand. One by one they turn beneath my thumb. Echo of a rhythm in each twist and hum. Unscrew the deck, feel the timber breathe. Count each coil as the old boards heat. Dropping down, let the metal fall free. 1, 2, 3, unscrew the deck for me. Hands grow tired, but the heart stays strong. Every spine of steel sings its own tale. Sun and sweat keep me moving along, and the ocean hums beneath each nail. Threads unwind like a whispered prayer, clearing space for new lights in the air. Count each coil as the old boards heat. Drop them down, let the metal fall free. 1, 2, 3, unscrew the deck for me. And cold high about the west so right. Par you around me and seep inside. Par man, I know what heavy's about.
That worked just fine. Maybe there are better ways to do this, but this will do for me. Now a little clean up, then it's time to head home for the day. See ya!